Girl, they be self-developing and still be terrible. Exactly.
So, hey y'all. So today we're starting a new segment called Candid Conversations. Really excited about this one, but this is where we just have like authentic conversations about random topics. And then today our topic is actually going to be about hobbies and kind of how our podcast started as a hobby and kind of the importance of having hobbies, especially like in this generation and society with everything going on right now.
Yeah, especially as women, we're pulled into roles constantly, careers, relationships, expectations. So I think I'm not just talking to the women, but I guess specifically as a woman, I'm saying it is important to have some type of outlet other than work, other than your boyfriend, other than your girlfriend, other than spending money, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially in the capitalistic, like, I feel like I've seen a lot on TikTok. I'm just always going to reference TikTok because I'm a TikTok
all
girl.
the time. I do use TikTok
Or I
too.
just see a lot on social media is like people, and I guess there's nothing wrong with shopping, right? But it kind of feeds capitalism. And so maybe I guess I kind of want to put into you guys' mind, maybe get your gears rotating. It's like, what is a hobby that doesn't necessarily contribute to capitalism that I can find? Because sometimes I see people's hobby and it's like they're going out and they're doing all this stuff and it's like they're shopping. But I'm like, does that really, yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, I think the importance of hobbies is just like getting back to like your real true self, especially like in a world where we live in hustle culture. Like, honestly, probably 2025 was when I actually discovered hobbies I like doing, not hobbies to make me money or hobbies to be productive. Like, I always used to feel like whatever hobby I pick up needs to either make me some money or I need to be super productive. But it's like I kind of wanted to just get back to myself and do something something I was genuinely interested in. And I think in this generation we have a hard time doing that because we're always worried about hustle culture, making money, being productive, like things like that. But I think it's important to have hobbies that you just truly enjoy, that make you. Because like even when we started this podcast, like this podcast was a hobby. We liked listening to true crime cases, things like that.
I just watched one last night.
Yeah.
Because why not?
I was watching one on the way here. We're probably going to cover that case too.
Wait, which one? Exactly. Which is funny because I was watching Pop the Balloon at my nail tech's when I was getting my nails done. And the girl had asked, like, what are you guys' hobbies? And the guys were listening. And one of the guys, he was like, self-development. You know, I'll just be reading self-development books. And I'm just like, why do people feel the need to always have to develop themselves? I think you should, at a certain point, you have to be happy with like who you are. Unless you're like a really messed up person, then okay, you should self-develop. But it's like, I think that because of culture and society right now, people always feel like they have to be better. But sometimes I feel like we just need to stop and slow down a little bit. Because when you're always trying to like be better, I feel like that creates a lot of strain.
But I also, it's like, be better to whose standards? I feel like a lot of people are trying to be better to what the world is telling you to be better at. But like you being better could literally just be you like becoming better at tennis because you enjoy playing tennis. Like it doesn't have to be like self-development or like it just doesn't.
Girl, they be self-developing and still be terrible people.
But I'm not gonna lie, like I love self-development, but I had to stop because like all the podcasts I was listening to, all the books I was reading was self-development, and I just started getting burnt out. Like I was burnt out in corporate, burnt out in self-development. Like I had to do something that Arion just truly enjoyed. So, you know. But yeah, it is important that you get some hobbies, and I'm not saying like going out is not a hobby and doing things and beauty and fashion, because I do indulge in those type of things as well. But I love like a good quirky niche hobby. I really do.
I think that when you know yourself as a person and do that self-discovery, then you know the type of things that you organically like and not what the world is telling you to like, or not what Instagram is telling you to like, or not even like what your homegirl or homeboy is telling you to like. Like, what do you like and what's going to bring you joy? If nobody was around and nobody's watching you and there wasn't a camera in your face and you're not making content, what do you like? As we're sitting here making content. Yeah. That's neither here nor there.
And I was going to say, like, for some people, though, it is going to be making content content. It is going to be self-development. But like ultimately what I think I'm trying to say is like at the end of the day, like just find a hobby that you truly enjoy within yourself.
Yeah, cultivating these interests is what will truly make a difference in your day-to-day life and get you out of that mundane Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, whatever you got going on. Because I think that's where a lot of us get burnt out, especially, you know, we were talking about, you know, we're two girls in corporate. That's like our main tagline. That can get very tiring, you know, as much as we're blessed to have our jobs and stuff like that. You can't have your job consume your whole life or become your whole personality. It's like, who are you outside of that? Who are you when you're not making money for somebody else?
Yeah. And then on a side note though, I am seeing a lot of people like tap into their hobbies. And one thing I'm loving is I'm just seeing like a lot of people like publicly display it or make content about it. And it's just really cool to see people like getting back to themselves and doing things that they enjoy doing without like the fear, pressure, or judgment of like wondering what others are going to think. I do see that shift kind of turning within like the last year. I would say like this year, it's only February, and I've seen so many people make content who I've never seen make content before and just like display so many interests they had where I'm like, dang, like I didn't know you liked that, or I didn't know you did that. And it's like, it's really cool to see.
And we really want to just like offer people a safe place to turn off the noise of the world, even if it's only for 30 minutes a week, even if it's just to laugh or just like listen to a case and just like really get into the details. That's really what we're here to do. And we really like to offer real stories with an upbeat comedic twist, even though the stories are real and serious. We like to tell them in a way, or we like to do storytelling in a way that's going to put a smile on someone's face because, you know, the world is obviously very crazy. So if we can offer just a little bit of relief throughout the week, then that is what is going to make me happy personally. Also, I think one of our main goals was to get our community talking about different things because I do feel like I see our community sometimes stuck on the same subjects over and over again. So sometimes it's nice to just talk about something else, or it's nice to just be quirky and just have a different vibe. So
Until next time, keep your coffee strong and your alibi stronger.